Yo, what's up chat? Welcome to another video. Today is a quickish video, or I'm going to make it as quick as I can, on why I entered this trade on gold. So basically, the first reason why I entered was to obvious structure of higher lows and higher highs, building bullish momentum. The second reason was because of the Trump tweet saying that he wants to end the war of Iran. You should always be skeptical with the tweets and news because it can reverse and it can sometimes be manipulation. And the third reason was the key factor. If you haven't got the dollar index on your watch list, you should definitely add it because the dollar corresponds with gold. So when the dollar is bearish, gold is bullish and vice versa. So this square here that I marked for you is where I took the trade on gold and it sold off, which caused gold to obviously push up as well because people were leaving the safe haven dollar and moving over to gold. Is a vice versa with gold. That's why the dollar pushed up so much, because everyone was using US bonds and the dollar as a safe haven. This could just be a correction, so it could reverse. Like I say, as here we're building structure up, but you just never know. So those were literally the three reasons why I took the trade on gold. I'm going to give you some tips on what I done wrong. So my stop loss wasn't very good. My entry was late. I should have entered in around here. But like I say, I'm still learning. I've only been trading for about 9 months now, so I'm still learning every day. And I could have easily got a 2-hour or 3-hour. I should have set my TP to like around here somewhere. But like I say, I'm only trying to take small trades. Like this was a 1 to 6 just to grow my account, learn how the market moves, and like I say, when I fully get into it, I want to get into swing trading then, so I can catch the whole trend. Like I say, imagine if you got in down here and you just held it all the way up here, you'd have made a shit ton of money. But another tip for starting off trading is you should not be thinking of profits, you should be thinking about consistency more than anything. So that's why I'm just taking small trades here to grow my account. As you can see, here is a live account. This was about $180 profit, which is good because that's more than my day's wage at my 9 to 5 job. So yeah, make sure you add the dollar index, because those three reasons is why I took that trade. And I am going to show you a tip now, which is good for people starting out who are trading on their own, learning on their own, haven't got anyone to ask to review their trades. So what you would do is you would take a picture of your trade. You can download ChatGPT or another AI. I'm going to show you now. So like here, I posted my picture into ChatGPT. I asked it this simple prompt. You can read it yourself. So basically I got it to review my trade for me. I said make it 100% accurate because sometimes it can be wrong, but with stuff like this it is good. And then as you can see here, it's told me what I did right. So my bias was very solid. I aligned DXY selling off, bullish for gold, and my fundamentals, Trump war easing, so risk sentiment shift. Like I said previously, people were leaving the dollar as safe haven, go into gold as a safe haven because of the war was apparently easing off, which we can't believe yet because like I say, it can be manipulation, so you should always be skeptical. But when these three reasons added up, it gave me an indication basically to enter the trade, and this time I was right, but sometimes you're going to be wrong because that's how trading goes. Like I said here, this is exactly how higher level traders think, not just chart only, so not just the basics. Structure recognition, like I said, higher lows forming, break into the mid-green zone, like I said, the basics of trading. Just a load of tips here. I'll go through it slowly so you can pause it and read it. I'm not going to read through everything, so it'll just take too long. And then it'll say here what I did wrong and what I could improve. So, like I said, my entry was late, as it told me here. I entered inside after momentum. My stop loss placement was wrong, like I said. I should have entered a bit lower, I think I said that. I should have put my stop loss structure wise, not comfort based. My risk to reward could have been better. Like I said, I could have got a 2 and a 3 air, like I said previously. I don't just use ChatGPT to review everything. I also have a journal I write in, so stuff, how I felt, my emotions and stuff like that, so I can just go back over it the next time I take a trade. And then there's an advanced insight. So my idea was right, execution was slightly off. So my macro bias was right, technical structure and the direction was right. But I entered where motion confirms, not where risk is cheapest. So basically, like I said, my entry was wrong, but my bias was right, and my fundamentals. It'll tell you what the trade actually was, how to upgrade your trade, and then this is my favorite part here, will actually give you a final score on the trade. So like here, my bias was a 9 out of 10, my structure was an 8 out of 10, entry was a 5 out of 10, my risk was a 7 out of 10, and my overall was a 7 out of 10 trade. So what I'll do is here, is I'll then go to my journal, which I write in. I will write down the 3 to 4 things that I've done wrong, and I will work on one thing each week. So right now I'm working on my entries and my stop losses. Everything else I've sort of almost got, like I say, with my score. And then it will give you one key takeaway, which will hopefully boost your positivity. You're thinking like a trader already, now refine precision. So I'm thinking right, fundamental and structure wise, and like with my economic data and stuff I've been learning. But I need to refine precision, which means I need my entry better and I need to sort my stop losses out. So yeah, I hope that helped, guys. I hope that made sense. Try to make it as quick as I can. Like I say, I'm 9 months into trading now, so I'm just trying to journal everything I do right and wrong, so people who are getting into it can just learn from my mistakes and hopefully get a shortcut to trading. There's no shortcut to success, but if you can watch someone who's coming up as a trader, then you can avoid the mistakes that I made. Like I say, if you go through my Twitter, last year I made around 8k and I blew the account a whole lot and I went through a really bad state. I'll explain that for another video, how trading can affect your life. So yeah, I hope you understood that, guys. I've got lots more coming up. You can follow my YouTube and my Twitter, and I will speak to you in the next video.